The human body, a fascinating marvel of evolution and unlimited subject of research. At stake is nothing less than the medical science of the future. It is necessary to pursue research into causes and understand interrelationships in order to maintain health, combat disease, and ultimately save lives. This can only be achieved through the combined capabilities of all of the relevant research institutions in the province. The University of Graz, Medical University of Graz, and Graz University of Technology. All conduct research together into biological and scientific fundamentals, technological development, and their clinical applications. This committed combination of competence, knowledge and resources has a name: BioTechMed-Graz. At the interface between the human being, technology, natural and medical science, the theme here is the fusion of disciplines, concepts and technologies with a view to winning even greater international importance for Graz as a research location, on the basis of specialization in 4 technical areas illustrated by the following examples. Molecular biomedicine. Molecular biomedicine tracks down processes within the smallest components of our bodies. Precise knowledge about the molecular mechanisms that act within us can aid the development of better diagnostic procedures and more effective medication. How do the mechanisms of energy and lipid metabolism function? The answer to this question opens up completely new dimensions in the treatment of metabolic diseases like diabetes, obesity or adiposity, along with cardiovascular diseases and on through to cancer. Using yeast cells, intercellular processes are analysed. The resulting insights find application in research into aging, to understand neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, as well as cancer. In environmental biotechnology, bacterial cultures on lettuce plants deliver valuable insights into the effects of particular bacteria on the human intestinal microbiome, which has a great influence on our immune systems. These findings pass into infection biology, which deals with the properties of pathogens, with a view to developing new vaccines. Neuroscience. What happens in our brains? What role do the networks of nerve cells play therein? How is it possible to interpret the results of imaging procedures like magnetic resonance tomography even more precisely than to date, so that one day diseases like Alzheimer's and multiple sclerosis can be recognized and treated early? How might we substantially ease the return to normal life of stroke patients and other severely motorically challenged people? These are just some of the problems being addressed by neuroscientists within the BioTechMed-Graz network. Fresh tissue biopsies help neurologists to understand better the effect of trace elements on our brains and thereby further improve the informative value of imaging methods. At the Institute of Psychology, a wide variety of methods, including virtual reality, are used to trace processes in the human brain. One great objective is to gain knowledge about the plasticity and repair and compensation strategies of the brain. All of these findings make it possible for the Brain-Computer Interface Laboratory to use the very latest technology to convert impulses in the brain into actions which the patient cannot bring about unaided. For example, communicating by means of a computer, or being able once again to guide a paralyzed hand by thought in everyday circumstances. Pharmaceutical and medical technology. If medication is to function, many factors must work in harmony. In addition to the correct active ingredient, the method of administration is of critical importance. It's important to ensure that the drug is applied precisely to that location in the body where it's meant to have an effect, and to do this at precisely the right time. This accurately aimed application of medication is called drug targeting. At the Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences at the University of Graz, intensive research is being carried out into the fundamental understanding of active pharmaceutical ingredients, with the aim of being able to administer them to patients in an optimized form. These forms extend well beyond familiar pills to include the use of nanoparticles, which, in collaboration with the Medical University of Graz, are the subject of research into the diagnosis and therapy of heart attack and stroke cases. At the Institute of Biophysics, in collaboration with the Clinical Institute of Medical and Chemical Laboratory Diagnostics, intelligent particles like these on the nanoscale are being developed. This promises highly diverse possibilities in diagnostics. Equipped with target tracing molecules, these particles can be used for the targeted transportation of pharmaceutical agents or contrast media. This raises the effectiveness of medication as well as patient comfort and reduces stress on the body as a whole. At RCPE, the Research Centre Pharmaceutical Engineering, these and many other research findings are turned into equipment. Here, devices and processes are created which enable the pharmaceutical industry to manufacture novel pharmaceuticals of the highest quality and with viable yields. Quantitative biomedicine and modelling. Today's medicine involves a great deal of data and measurements. When correctly interpreted and applied, they are an excellent tool for characterizing diseases as objectively as possible, observing courses of therapy, and gaining new knowledge. Consequently, within the BioTechMed-Graz network, intensive efforts are being directed towards quantitative processes and methods in the areas of imaging and biomedicine in general. One example: our genetic information can yield indications of possible future diseases. The causes are mutations in DNA. Bioinformatics involves constructing 2- and 3-dimensional computer models through which such mutations can be traced and consequently interpreted. A human heart modelled on a computer, precise in every detail down to a cellular level. This in silico model, created at the Institute of Biophysics, is more than just a virtual representation. It reacts like a real heart and delivers valuable support in the optimization of defibrillators and the development of more efficient therapeutic techniques. The basis for developments like these is provided by corresponding data and measurements. These also come from the Institute of Biomechanics at Graz University of Technology. Here, the focus is specifically on measuring and modelling the mechanical properties of the walls of healthy and diseased human arteries. This enables improved diagnosis, treatment, planning of therapy, and the optimization of implants. The human body, this fascinating marvel of evolution, continues to present science with puzzles. From day to day, many of these puzzles do indeed yield to solution, though new ones arise too. Finding solutions to them is the task of BioTechMed-Graz for the medical science of tomorrow.